the road is closed now, which is why we could walk up it. There's some time frame where pedestrians and cyclists can use this more readily, and then it opens up to cars, and super chill. Great time to be out here, but like during the week, beginning of the season, like it is a little bit quieter out here. Very peaceful. It's late May, so Rocky Mountain National Park allows you to drive in and walk on the roads before it's open, like Trail Ridge Road specifically. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is driving up to Rainbow Curve, park, and then walk on the road. The cool part is you could bring your pet. I think you could ride a bike. You could just walk. So because it's on the road, they allow you to bring the pet. So I'm going to drive up with my dog. Thing is, I don't know how the roads are going to be. I'm going to bring some yak tracks, and I have like some micro spikes, and I don't know how cold it's going to be. So it could be pretty chilly and windy up there. So I have little boots for the dog, and then I have my backpack. I'll bring a Melly. I think that should probably work. It's not super cold up there, of course. Also bring a down jacket just in case it's windy. If it's worse than that, I'll probably bail. So I'm gonna head up. It's probably like an hour and change to get up that way. So we'll record along the drive a little bit too. Just got into the park, and surprisingly there were only a couple cars like waiting to get in. The issue is that I was planning on going to Rainbow Curve and parking and then walking up the road for a little while. I asked the ranger at the gate. He said the road is closed right there, which is what I was afraid of. However, Old Fall River Road, which goes up, I want to say like 9 miles or something up to Trail Ridge Store, that is open. He said it is open, and because it's a road, even though it's gravel, you can walk there with dogs. It's closed to auto traffic. He said there might be some road work happening, but it's open. He said he called today and that sort of thing. So that's a good recommendation. So we'll head there. I've taken Georgie there briefly before, but that should be nice and chill and probably not a ton of people. So we'll head on up that way, and it's actually a little bit of a shorter drive. It's just like around the corner horseshoe curve. I think it's called like the Indo Valley Trailhead or something like that. So that's where we're heading today.
You know there's a trail in.
Yeah, sure do.
Okay.
You could bring dogs on the Fall River Road, so that's where we're heading to. Otherwise, you can't bring a dog out there. So have a good one there. Thanks. Great girl, good girl. All right, so the road's closed here, and we're going up this way, Georgie. Yep. Yeah. All right, let's keep going. One of the cool things on Fall River Road here, Old Fall River Road, is it's behind the mountains that you normally see when you're driving up Trail Ridge Road, roughly. So you're like behind those mountains in this other valley that kind of winds through. So I have driven up Trail Ridge Road, hopped up on one of the pull-offs. There's some hikes over there, but if you get to the ridge line where you can see over, you can see Old Fall River Road kind of meandering up the valley.
So that's pretty cool. It's pretty quiet. There's not many folks around here. I passed a few people and I hear hummingbirds. You could probably hear them. Just the chirp. A lot of hummingbirds. I just saw one that was hovering. I could look over there. There's like a drop off over on that side. But anyway, you can just hear hummingbirds. I saw a bunch of robins. There's other stuff. There's magpies, of course. And I could hear the river flowing over to my left here. I'm pretty exposed. Getting a little warm. Yeah, I should have brought like my thinner melly. I have the merino wool one too. I really like that one. It keeps you out of the sun. I have a t-shirt, but I like being out of the sun overall. I think that was like maybe a stellar jay or a blue jay. Easy, don't pull me in. Don't drink it. Hey, don't drink too much. Don't drink it. I got water for you. Don't drink that water. Georgie, come up here. Come here. Georgie, come up here. Come on. Come on up here. Come on. Come on. Come on. You're okay. Yeah. Come on. You got it. Georgie, it's okay. Come up here. It's slippery, huh? There you go. You're going to shake it off? That don't mean. Oh, no. Okay, let's go up there. The road is closed now, which is why we could walk up it. In the summer, they open it up. I guess when Trail Ridge Store area is open, I think this road's probably clear most of the way up. But basically, you could drive your car up this gravel road. It probably says you need high clearance and all that, but I think it's mostly fine most of the time. You can't have a really long automobile though, like with a super long trailer, because there are switchbacks like the one I'm walking on right now. And if you have something like pretty long, like you won't be able to make the turn. But basically, you could drive up this. And one cool thing when I worked in the park is people would bring their bikes up on our employee staff van. And then they could ride, like on their day off, they could ride down it, or after work. So while the road's not open, cyclists can ride down this. So there's some time frame where pedestrians and cyclists can use this more readily, and then it opens up to cars, and it's probably a fucking traffic jam, right? Because there's people going slower and appreciating the views, and it just takes longer. So it's a really cool time right now. And again, I mean, today's a Thursday. There's not that many people in the park anyway. It's just a couple days before you have to make the timed reservations and all that shit. So super chill, great time to be out here. But like during the week, beginning of the season, like it is a little bit quieter out here. Very peaceful. Good girl. You're gonna pee right on that moose poop? Let them know you're here, girl. All right, we have a couple little patches of snow. Not much, just a little. We've gone up a little over 2 miles so far, and I think we're just gonna go a little bit further. Georgie is used to getting plenty of exercise, but this is a little bit, well, I don't want to wear her out, basically. So we'll go a little bit farther, and I think we'll still be like within the range of a normal walking. But one thing I wanted to mention is this is a great trail for dogs, of course, and you're off the cell phone network. like many places in remote national parks. So by the time I think you hit the trailhead, you can't get a cell phone signal, which is great. It's one of the things I love. However, sometimes you need to text. There's, satellite texting and different devices and emergency situations that you might get in. Anyway, on my iPhone, I know they recently added like the sort of SOS, you could use the satellite to text. So I tested that. It took about, like 2 or 3 minutes to connect to a satellite. I sent something to my wife just to see if it's going to go through. And I think it was limited to like 500 characters. And I was just like, hey, sending a text. Let's see if this works. So we'll see how that goes. But, occasionally I do enjoy hiking solo. And, it's good to have some way to reach civilization. If something goes wrong, if I fall, hopefully there's not going to be some kind of a bear attack or a moose with its baby. But anyway, there could be a situation, I twist my ankle, whatever, and I need some help, that sort of thing. Okay, we'll just go a little bit farther here and probably turn around.